Hi again then guys, so we've got another GranTurismo 6 top speed tune for you today, and this time it's for the Aston Martin V12 Vantage. So you want your racing soft tyres as usual. For suspension, we've got the ride height on 100 front and rear, springs we've increased slightly to 750 and 7, dampers and anti-roll to 4, camber we've got on 2, and neutral toe as always. For the gearbox, we've got the auto setting as high as possible. And then for the individual gears, we've gone for 2.825, then 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th all the way to the left, and 6th on 0.600 with a final drive of 3.7. For the diff, low initial torque obviously to reduce wheel spin, high acceleration and low braking, all the power upgrades as always, and although I haven't fitted it, as usual I would recommend using NOS, and obviously you want weight loss. Traction control is turned off as always. Yeah, so I'm surprised, to be honest, that I don't see more people using this particular Aston Martin. It's a very good looking car, and it's one of the newer models to be debuted on GranTurismo 6. But it doesn't get much love. Well, not that I've seen anyway. I think that's mainly due to the fact that most of the Aston Martins that are on the game don't really have performance that mirrors their power, because it is a very powerful car, over 700 horsepower, but the performance doesn't really match that. It's certainly not a slow car, it has a cruising speed of about 245 under its own power, but compared to many other cars with that kind of power, even non-premium cars, many are quicker than that, which is a shame, because I would personally love to use Aston Martins on a more competitive level. Now obviously the 177 is one of the quickest cars in the game, but apart from that, pretty much all the Aston Martins are really at a disadvantage to most of the other cars in the game that have similar power outputs. But that said, they do have potential. This one is fairly close to the red line. You've got around 1000 RPM-ish of draft potential, so you should be able to get about 260, probably more out of it, maybe even 270. So as always, if you need it to do more, if you need it to get up to say 300 with draft for instance, just extend that final drive a little bit more. And overall it's a good car. It handles its power very well, it handles well on the curve. You may want to increase the camber on it a little bit more if you plan on using it for very high speed drafting, because it can start to weave a little bit, but it's nothing that's really that hard to counteract. And overall it's a pretty nice car, so if you haven't tried it out, I would definitely recommend you give this car a try. And yeah, that's it really. So I hope you find this tune setup helpful. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I put out new tunes every day. And as always, thanks for watching.